We are delighted that he has accepted our invitation to share this special day with us. Fellow Ghanaians, on this, our 61st anniversary of our independence, it is important to remind ourselves that around the time of our independence, we had peers such as Malaysia, South Korea, and Singapore. Our per capita incomes were very similar, at around 450 United States dollars in 1960. And our economies were dependent on the production of primary commodities. Today, these countries, once our peers, have significantly transformed themselves into industrialized economies. Income per head in Singapore is now at 51,431 United States dollars. South Korea at 29,115 United States dollars, and Malaysia at 9,623 United States dollars, compared to Ghana's at 1,152 United States dollars. We are still dependent on the export of primary commodities, as was the case at the time of Gordon Gettysburg. We must admit, sadly, that in the area of economic development, we have underachieved relative to our peers at independence. Even though underachievement may have been a major part of our history thus far, it should no longer be part of our destiny. The only nation we are destined to become is the one we choose and decide to be. We do not have to accept someone's definition of Africa or Ghana. We must define and craft our own destiny. As the American politician William Jennings Bryan once put it, and I quote, "Destiny is not a matter of choice. It is not a thing to be waited for. It is a thing to be achieved," unquote. But achieving our destiny requires a deliberate qualitative change in all aspects of our lives, especially in the structure of our economy, the nature of our infrastructure, the education of our young people and acquisition of skills, and above all, in our attitudes and holding firm to the values that define us. The change in our fortunes will only happen when our economy improves. Since I became president, I've been advocating for a Ghana, indeed an Africa beyond aid, and I'm keen to have the support of all of us in this enterprise. Nobody needs to spell it out to us that the economic transformation we desire will not come through aid. We've been on that trajectory for most of the past 61 years, and it has not happened. We are told there is aid fatigue. The taxpayers of the aid givers have a right to decide how their tax money is spent. The truth is that even if there were no aid fatigue, and with the best will in the world, and the most charitable governments in place in the so-called donor countries, there will be never enough aid to develop Ghana to the level we want. Aid was never meant to be what would bring us to the status of a developed nation. I do not, by advocating a status beyond aid, want to inflict poverty on us or thumb our noses against those who have helped us and continue to do so. There's nothing to be gained in celebrating an ideological victory in poverty. There's no pride or dignity in poverty. There's no dignity in having hungry children or mothers dying needlessly in childbirth, and there's no dignity in drinking dirty water. We need no lessons in that. My fellow Ghanaians, ours is a country that is well endowed with many natural resources such as gold, bauxite, iron ore, diamonds, oil, natural gas, timber, cocoa, water, fertile land, etc. The truth, however, is that the state of our nation does not bear out that we have these natural endowments. Poverty continues to be our lot. Mismanagement, corruption, and high fiscal deficits have become the hallmarks of our economy, which we finance through borrowing and foreign aid. It is time to pursue a path to prosperity and self-respect for our nation. A Ghana beyond aid is a prosperous and self-confident Ghana that is in charge of her economic destiny. A transformed Ghana that is prosperous enough to be beyond needing aid and that engages competitively with the rest of the world through trade and investment. It is possible.